Hey, welcome back everybody. It's December 18th and the sun came out after some real epic rain and extremely dark days. Here's my Libertia peregrinans, one of the plants that really shows up on dark winter days, becomes more orange during winter, more green in summer. Hebe ocraceae, James Sterling, another one that really shows off during the dark of winter. Let's see what we got going on over here. I planted a bunch of cyclamen in October, and some of them are now starting to grow. Here's one, cyclamen cum. Another one here. These are some of my warmest spots, so these are coming up first, whereas many of those in more shade haven't emerged yet. I planted these as bulbs, dormant bulbs, rather than plants. First time I've done that, so we'll see what happens. Hebe Heidi is still blooming. Agave, not dead yet, but hanging in there. This is an agave perii that was collected on a mountain, I believe, in Arizona. So a little hardier, a little more resistant to water, but we will see. This is not Arizona. Nandina Gulf Stream showing some pretty good color. I moved that plant kind of early summer, I think, so it's still kind of recovering. Here's Pinus mugo, Karsten's Winter Gold. It's kind of taken its time becoming gold, more of a chartreuse, but I really like it. Narcissus are coming up, daffodils. This is an old cultivar called Avalanche, or I think another name is maybe 17 Sisters, because it can have up to 17 flowers in a cluster. Let's see if there's any more Narcissus coming up. Don't see them here yet, but they're down there. English daisies blooming. This is coneflower. The birds enjoy these seeds. You can see they've been picking away at them a little bit. So that's why they're allowed to remain in the garden. I removed 2 of these cedar stakes from the willow oak, Quercus vallis, and I'm using them as gate posts here to hold the gates open. So my drainage swale that I constructed over this last summer of 2024 has been performing pretty well this winter. This was a lake before I constructed this because the clay soil here just doesn't drain. So now we've got the water running out under the front gate. Let's see what's going on back here. These acaris that I have kind of intermittently along the pathway really shine in the winter as well. There's another one. This acaris is called Ogon, variegated with yellow stripes. There's another acaris. I'll show you a bigger plant over on the east side that's a little more dwarf than Ogon. I think that little one is called Oborozuki or something like that. English daisies. I have this fence around this roadie because I used organic fertilizer in there, which the dogs love. So whenever I put it around a plant while it's fresh, the dogs dig it up and eat it. So this is to deter that behavior. Drymus, now called Tasmania. Beautiful red stems. I think I have 2 clones of this here. I bought the first one. This is the second one I bought. The first one just never really got beautiful stems. So I moved it. We just walked by it by the gate. I moved it to a place where it isn't really seen very much. It just is nowhere near as beautiful as this specimen. This is Cupressus Wilma or Wilma Goldcrest. The names are kind of confused on this plant. But I had it in a container last winter and through the summer. And I'm going to put it in the ground sometime this winter over on the south side there. Schefflera, just looking spectacular. This has a new genus. I'll try and put that in the comments. These blue cedrus, true cedars, really give a lot of punch in the winter garden. Well, with all the tremendous rain we've had, you can see that the water garden is now full. Got to start looking for some fish. Itea virginica still hasn't really developed much fall color and is completely evergreen so far. I guess I'm not going to complain about that. The cannas have all kind of succumbed, but they're still upright and not horrible looking. So I've been just kind of cutting down the tops of the stems little by little. I think I'm going to plant this Abutilon tigeri in the ground to see if it survives the winter. Since this Abutilon, Dennis, is so happy here on the east side, I think I'm going to put tigeri in the ground right here by this Texas David, and then the Daphne, and this little magnolia. See how it does. Moving through our new steel arbor and fence and gate into the vegetable garden and orchard area. Citrus sudachi is looking really good. Didn't really seem to care about 19.6 degrees. This is Parodia persica golden bell tower. Very narrow and upright to shade the south side of the house here without growing into the house. And this has had an amazing rate of growth. And it just grows non-stop all summer long. Even continues to grow while it develops fall color. Fall color hasn't been great on it. A little bit of yellow. Probably will improve as time goes by. Here's my Catalina Island ironwood that's kind of healed in there for the winter. Hopefully it survives, and I'll find a nice planting spot for that in the spring. It's actually not from Catalina Island, it's from one of the other Channel Islands, which I can't remember now. The orchard area and herb garden. Fig. A compost bin. This is a tumbler type compost bin. And it's plastic. And what you find with plastic tumbler types, or maybe any tumbler type, is that water gets in, but it doesn't drain out very well. So in the winter, I keep it covered with this plastic tarp, so a minimal amount of water gets in there, but it's still way oversaturated in the wintertime. All right, I think I'll stop here, and I'll have a separate video covering the steel arbor. See you guys next time.